Did you see that? The wren was only like 1.5 meters from me. Wasn't afraid at all.
November is always a busy time for me, with photo fair together with good friends. So everything is great, but it's not much time to go out to photograph. But finally there was a window that I could go out again.
After a busy October and November, preparing and hosting a photo fair at Stavanger Photo, it has been really cool but really busy. But it's so nice to be out now. Finally go out and see what I can find in nature. I'm at the coast. I'm hoping to get a second smallest bird here, the wren. It's a typical place where the wren stays in the winter time, because here they can find insects between the rocks here, so it should be good. And I already seen it and heard it. My hopes is high for today. I'm going to spend the rest of the day here. It's slightly overcast, so it's a perfect light, and I'm going to get my Z9 together with the new Z600 with a built-in teleconverter, so I cannot wait to use that here. Let's go to work. Okay, I already got the robin and the wren. Both of them like it really much here in the rocks. So there's so much food between the seaweeds here. So this is perfect. Perfect. I'm having the teleconverter on the Z600. So it's perfect for those small birds. And I'm also actually using crop mode on the Z9. I almost like have my old D500 with me, and that is perfect to get like this reach here, especially when I'm open like this. The birds won't come too close, so I can keep my distance without disturbing, but still get a bit close though. Did you see that? The wren was only like 1.5 meters from me. Wasn't afraid at all. I'm fully open with no camouflage at all. and still it's so trusty. As long as I do not make any sudden movements, it's actually not afraid. So this is perfect. What I'm doing here, this is a perfect place for the wren because of the source of food in the area here. But there's a lot of small rocks, and sometimes it has the need for going up on the top of the rocks there to look for, oh there it is, to look for danger. And therefore I'm focusing on that area there, and some of the rocks have a yellow lichen on top of it, so it's really beautiful. And I just got it on that top there, so let's have a look. I can show you. Look at that. I hope it's not too much glare on the LCD screen here, but it's really beautiful. So nice with a Z600 with a built-in teleconverter. So it's one switch and I can switch back and forth depending how close the wren comes. So it makes this so much worth with, like, you have like two lenses in one. So with the 600 and 840 f5.6. So fantastic. It's so beautiful to be out, but I'm thinking about maybe get some backlight while the sun is out. So I'm going to go on the other side and try to get some backlight. Hopefully that would be cool. Let's go. It's not often that it's so calm like this at the coast, so it's perfect. It's really perfect sitting here and photographing the wren. This is magical, and it's 2 degrees, so it's not too cold, but it's like perfect winter weather. I got a couple of shots now of the wren in backlight, and that is even better than like the sun direct towards the bird. So you got a little bit more mood in the pictures when you have the backlight. I have gotten a lot of images now of the wren with my telephoto lens. So now I'm going to try with the pre-capture on the Z9. I used a stone that I saw it used a lot, and you can see there's a lot of bird droppings on that stone there. So there's a big chance of maybe the bird landing on there, but let's see. Fingers crossed. But I hope it will be really nice to see
a little bit kind of different wide angle image of the wren.
Now, as I'm finished photographing, I want to talk a little bit about photographing small birds and get a little bit into my head what I think about, what I plan, and how I go to chase it. So today I actually wasn't quite sure what to photograph. I thought of a couple of things. I thought of purple sandpipers at the coast. And I thought of going into the forest with the red squirrels, but I've done that a lot, and yeah, it's comes to a point where you like want to do different kind of stuff. But I also thought of this experience that I had. I think 3 years ago, maybe 4 years ago, I was on the same spot here, and there was a lot of wrens, and they were on the rocks here and looking for food in this area. So I thought maybe I could do that one more time. So therefore I drove here and wanted to see if I can find the birds again. And it wasn't too long before I saw one bird, and I heard the bird as well. So my planning here is to know the birds, know that the birds around this rock here, they're using the rocks to go up on higher like level to have a little overview to see if there are any kind of danger. That I can use to my advantage to spend some time around, wait and see if the birds come up on one of those, and then be ready to photograph. The wren is not that skittish, so that makes it a little bit more easy to photograph without using any form of camouflage. And also in this area here, there's a lot of dog walkers and people going into like daily trips. So they are used to people around here as well. So when you are like trying to photograph a species, you have to know this kind of stuff. And I just find a good spot to get as low as possible, because when I stand high up and try to photograph everything around me, I stand much taller in the environment, and my silhouette is the most scariest thing of the birds sees. So if I'm like maybe toggle behind a rock, that gives me the advantage. So therefore I try to find maybe a rock in the front here, which I like sit and wait and like get as low as possible. The great thing about that as well is that I get eye level with the bird, and then you can push the background maybe hundreds of meters, maybe kilometer as well behind, and everything becomes blurry. So, and also you get that eye contact with the bird, then you get a lot more intimacy. Today was a day with overcast and also a little bit sun in between, so I wanted to try different angles. I wanted to try backlight, and the great thing about the backlight is that you get a lot more atmosphere and mood in the images, and that is what I'm after. If the sun is too harsh, you just get the silhouette. So I want either the sun really low, or maybe harsh part behind the clouds, so you get a little bit more softer light. Then you can get the rim light around the bird, but also you get the details in the front, so you get the both of of those world, and that is what I like about the backlight images. So I got a couple of those in today. I hope they were nice, but of course when you are out, I also heavily depend on my experience as a wildlife photographer. Things can happen quickly and you need to react, so my reaction and know when to move fast and when to stop and don't move. It's really important to not scare the bird, and then you likely get that image you want. Because if you see the bird coming on that side and you have the camera there and it's really close, if you like pull the camera in really fast, you will scare it. So it's much better to just like leave the camera down and experience the encounter and have a little moment with the bird, and it's much more likely that it will come in front of you there at the same distance as well. So you just have to be patient and not like being like crazy trying to photograph it just that because it's so close to you, if that makes sense though. This is it for me. I hope you enjoy, and I hope I see you in another video. Bye.